In 1999, Kurt Busiek, Roger Stern, and Carlos Pacheco, they released greatness upon the earth in the form, in the form
of Earth's mightiest heroes.
So what did Kurt, Carlos, and Roger do that was so great? They dropped Avengers Forever upon the earth in 1999. In my opinion, the original, and I have to say original now, Avengers Forever miniseries was one of the greatest Avengers stories ever. Wrote, printed, created, all that good stuff. Visually, it was amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing. Now, the Captain Marvel that came out of that series, we should have kept. We should have kept that Captain Marvel around. Visually, he looked awesome. Backstory was awesome. There was no problems with that guy. Now he's in comic book limbo. It is what it is. So, I mentioned this, Avengers Forever, the greatness that came out in 1999 from Marvel Comics, only because the House of Bad Ideas thought it was a good idea to release a new Avengers Forever series. Now, would there be any ties to the original? I can't say. But what I can tell you is we got the Aarons on it. Jason Aaron and Aaron Kodar. They're the creative team behind this new Avengers Forever book. Now, Jason Aaron never seems to disappoint with most stories. We gotta give him credit. He's done some great stuff. Despite being stuck over at Marvel, he's done some great stuff. However, this book has a similar tone to what DC is doing over in Infinite Frontier as far as having a multi-universal team of heroes that band together. In DC's case, they're, kind of protecting the multiverse, but in this case, some kind of supernova mega bomb thing goes off across dimensions and time and space and all that. So you get a multi-universal team of Avengers together to stop it. Yeah, I know. Now, what I know about the story so far, you have Ghost Rider, who's like this cosmic vengeance type character. He finds himself on an Earth that's kind of like a wasteland. And he runs into Tony Stark, who's the invincible Ant-Man. And they go on this quest and blah, 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 blah. You meet different versions of your favorite Avengers, favorite enemies and all that. And apparently there's like a multi-universal team of the Masters of Evil. Kind of like in Infinite Frontier over at DC Comics right now. Kind of like Infinite Frontier.
But you didn't hear that from me.
What was that? I'm hearing voices in my head. The voices are telling me that if I just read Exiles, or anyone just go and read any of the Exiles series, you'll get a better story than what they're laying out for us right now. Exiles is one of the most underrated books, and I think mainly because it's tied so closely to the X-Men. Remember when they had a black Cyclops who was a part of the team? Nobody said anything about race swapping and all that back then. But yeah, they had a black Cyclops who was dating Dazzler, and they were all in love and all that. It was Exiles. It's what they did. But that was a great book. Even the old Excalibur, when they were doing their time cross capers, They had some great stories.
Will this Avengers Forever book measure up to any of that greatness? Nah.
It can't. Why can't it? Because we hold some of these stories so close to our heart, so near and dear to our heart, that anything else that comes out, no matter how great it may be, will never measure up. Like I said at the beginning of the video, the original Avengers Forever miniseries, I hold it way up here when it comes to Avengers stories. Exiles, good stories, but I actually hold it above most Fantastic Four stories, believe it or not. It was a very underrated book. Very underrated. But I hold it around here. Excalibur, the Cross Time Capers, or whatever it was, I hold it about right here as well. Most Fantastic Four stories, I hold down here. Somewhere down here. There have been some great Fantastic Four stories, but most of them are just keep printing a book to maintain trademarks, copyrights, that type of thing. Same with Daredevil and the Hulk. Even though recently there have been some great Hulk stories, can't lie. But I wonder what this Avengers Forever book, how it ties into the new timeless event that Marvel's doing.
They're trying to force Kane down our throats. They're trying to force him.
Listen, Loki, the new Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, they're trying to promote him as being this big bad. And I can understand it. He's a master of time and space. He should be looked upon as a threat and not as a joke. But with this timeless event, we're going to get more Kang than we ever wanted. I wonder if there's a version of Kang that makes like some bomb-ass Kool-Aid. That would be kind of cool. Like Kang just over there sounding like Kool-Aid from the future and stuff like that. You don't have to put sugar in. Wait, we already have that. But he can make it better. Because it'll be future from the future. Future Kool-Aid. I don't know. Maybe I'm just stretching a little bit. So what do you think so far of this Avengers Forever reboot? And another piece of information they said is like, oh, there's no heroes. There's a world, there's no heroes, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, that sounds like a story you recently done. Where did I hear this before? Oh, yes. Heroes Reborn. You literally just finished a miniseries where there were no Avengers. They literally just finished that story. But we're back to that same scenario. No more heroes. Guess there are no Avengers, and then multi-universal Avengers are going to form, and is there going to be a Jarvis? I don't know. I have questions. Remember the Egyptian Avengers that popped up in New Warriors? Are they going to be in this story? Those were some cool character designs. We only saw them for like one issue, I believe. Then, completely forgotten about. I remember. Let me know if you're excited about Avengers Forever, or if you're just like, I'm going to skip it. Gonna read Infinite Frontier. Sounds like a better story. It's actually a pretty good story. I was kind of worried when they're like, President Superman and some of these other characters, but Infinite Frontier is actually a pretty good story. I'm also loving the Crime Syndicate. Pretty good story over there as well. Oh my God, am I starting to read more DC books? Who am I? Remember when we were all like Marvel zombies? Whatever happened to that? Whatever happened to us being zombies? I know what you think. You're going to blame SJWs, gatekeepers, blah, 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 blah. Forget about all that. That's what we're going to do. Every time there's a bad story that's just trash, we're going to blame it on all these people running around eating tacos with no cheese and people who eat mayonnaise. That's just weird. People put mayonnaise on hamburgers. I know. I've seen it. It's crazy. I don't know how they do it. Let me know. Are you looking forward to Avengers Forever? Or you're not? Let me know. I'll see you in the next video.